at you. Day 1377 of the hero's journey. It's your boy Noxoma here on the warrior's path to fortitude. We have to do a pilot for our new format, and this is going to be it. And it's a test for your humble vagabond to see if I can edit, I don't know, unemotionally. If I can cut to the chase, because this bad boy isn't even going to be half as long as you're used to. So what I might do is a mixtape every day. And what I mean by mixtape is the short version of the show, and then on weekends we'll put it all together for a 30-minute version. That ought to be cool. That ought to save me a lot of time, especially if I don't have to look for the clips that I need to do what I want to do. The difficult jobs we do right away. The impossible takes a little longer. One of the difficult tasks that I have as a human is resisting commentary, keeping my mouth shut. One of my favorite quotes, attributed to Lincoln, but I later found out that he was quoting from the Bible. It is better to stay silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. I find that hilarious, not only because it's true, but because this is one of the sayings that I need to incorporate and practice. I don't know if you remember that episode of MASH, when Radar was getting coached from Hawkeye, and he says whenever the woman says something that you don't understand, you just say, ah. So the example was the woman liked Bach, and whenever she mentioned Bach, Radar would go, ah, Bach. Oh yeah, Bach. I love that band. All girls, right? So if somebody drops something on me that I don't understand, I just go, ah, quantum organics. And you look very ponderous and you seem very intelligent, but you haven't said anything. This is one of the main reasons that I don't comment on. Take two. This is one of the main reasons that I don't comment on the news, with the exception of declaring it fake. Because I listen to, well, I'm not going to say I listen to a lot of news. That which I do listen to, I listen into. Because there's always some little commentary in there for or against who they are told to be for or against. There's very different ways of being neutral. Like, here we go. Whenever someone from the EU or NATO discusses the war in Ukraine, they emphasize that it is an unprovoked invasion of, I don't know, sovereign Ukrainian territory or something like that. Why do they emphasize that it's unprovoked? Because they provoked it. So whenever, whichever kind of media it is, whether it's like would be from yours truly all the way to the, you know, the mainstream legacy, whenever they repeat that propaganda, then I'm just like, okay, it's fake news. Well, how do you know it's fake news? How do you know it was an unprovoked attack? Well, because I was there historically. I was alive when Germany was reunited after the fall of the Berlin Wall, and Russia, the Soviet Union at the time, well, actually it had just stopped being the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union had just collapsed, and all of those countries that were in the Soviet Union, Russia being the biggest, were very concerned about the Germans. Part of the deal was Eastern Germany would reunite with Western Germany. They would be Germany, and then Germany would be a NATO country. And the guarantee from the Occidental nations, the West, is that NATO would not expand eastward beyond the German border. So, as usual, they lie, and over the next 20 years, NATO kept expanding, and it expanded just in the last 2 or 3 years, adding, what, 2 Scandinavian countries. I know one was Finland, maybe one was Sweden, but they keep moving closer and closer to Russia. Anyway, that was the provocation as seen through the eyes of Vladimir Putin et al. But there I go, commenting on it. I don't really think that was a commentary. Whatever. I have, however, at least proven my point about how difficult it is for your humble vagabond not to comment on current events. So as we move into our own personal new year, Serenity year, our next 1 year plan, we may comment, react, put out some information on current events. Why? Because I want you guys to know that I know what's going on. I'm not telling you to be cool and not freak out and not panic out of a sense of naivete or ignorance, man. I know what's happening out there, and I'm not freaking out anyway. And during the course of this series, I'll tell you why. But for now, let's just wrap it on up, get into what we're going to do, get into next phase. We'll see you tomorrow.
In a galaxy far from home.
I've never seen anything like this.
The butler did it.
No!
Weird.
Time is not real. Time is
Weird.
Don't you like me?
Weird.
Don't you like me? Yes.
Weird.
Уже 8 часов вечера.
Weird.
You know what I need in 2025, my friends? That's right. I'm going to tell you what I need. I need some serenity. And that's why 2025 is going to be Serenity Year in Full Metal Ox and Noxoma Life Camp. I've been looking at these clips since I started the Serenity Minute because it's about peace, calm, tranquility, no hate, no turbulent emotions, and no bad vibes. And even though we know they're out there, man, if we focus on them, they become bigger. So you think about what you see, and I'm thinking about serenity. So starting on Christmas, It's Serenity Year, baby. Join us. Full Metal Ox, Noxoma Life Camp, Vagabond Philosopher, Humanity for the win. Full Metal Ox, Apocalypse Year 2024, baby. It's your boy Noxoma reminding you, get strong, be strong, stay strong. Don't panic and don't freak out. Humanity for the win.